I did just want to preface that I randomly decided to film this night, but it actually was the best night that we have ever had. So I don't want like anyone watching this to be like, oh, this is what Colic is like I'm going through something so much more horrific than this, because, and I'll put a little clip in of what like the earlier weeks, just like a snip of him not being able to be settled was like. We are slowly approaching the witching hour, or the colic hour, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. We are almost 7 weeks, huh? Almost a little 2-month-old baby. Colic wise, or I kind of diagnosed him with colic because nobody apparently wants to actually diagnose it, but basically, like, we finally have started to get him to calm down a little bit more. I think it's just been time, but he is pretty good during the day. Like, he always gets upset after he eats, you know, kind of like he's doing right now, or he'll do like, see like the arched back, and then he kicks his legs all crazy, and no amount of burping can help him. And so it was very, very hard for a few weeks. This past week has been kind of okay, and it's like from like 7 o'clock all the way until 1 o'clock in the morning. He like literally, he won't nap, and he just is going in like waves of crying, and I'm trying to like troubleshoot everything by burping, feeding more, like trying to put him to sleep. Like, it's really hard sometimes. Yeah, are you hungry again? Come on, why don't you eat the rest? Now you'll be hungry later. Sometimes the only thing that gets him to stop crying is doing this. But my upper back between my shoulder blades are in so much pain right now. Don't work, because we don't want a crying baby no more. We want you to be a happy boy, huh?
You became a one? You're one. You're one.
All right. Oh, I pumped for a good solid 15 minutes, and
This is what I got. I used to have a lot bigger supply, but I started work back, and it's very hard to cut out time to pump every 3 hours. I made a kind of a long stretch, and this past time I worked, it brought my supply down. It was really bad. I was like getting like half of this, well, a little even less than half of this. And I kind of build it back up, so I'm doing every 3 hours, and slowly but surely it started to come up. I'm also drinking more water. Little boy is still sleeping. Hopefully we're actually having a beautiful night. So maybe this won't be a overnight with a colic baby, because he's not very colicky tonight, weirdly enough. For anyone out there that's like, oh, this, like, trust me, last night we were up for 7 hours and he just did not stop crying. He didn't want the bottle, he didn't have to be burped, he didn't need his diaper changed, it was rough. So luckily tonight, we are having a good night. I didn't have enough breast milk, so I don't know if that was also contributing to making him like even extra colicky, but we're almost at the 2-month mark. Oh, breastfeed. He didn't have his own like space where like it's like the routine, where we take him to take a nap, and it's the same like dark and quiet environment, and it has the same noises. Then eventually we implemented that, so in the, I guess you would call it a nursery / second bedroom, we have his sleeping crib, and we have like the ocean sounds going. It's always dark in that room, and anytime I'm about to put him down, oh my god, I'm probably yawning again. Every time I'm about to put him down for a nap, we go into that room, and it's kind of like, it sets like his brain to like, oh, I go to sleep, and I kind of rock him and stuff like I was doing earlier, and then he goes to sleep. It can take a very long time sometimes. It feels like you're in there for like 30 minutes. Okay, so now I am getting just under 4 ounces, and that was with both breasts. Oh no. Can you see? No, little boy, go back to sleep. Alright, hopefully he drifts back off to sleep. Sometimes he'll do this. He'll think he's waking up, and I just kind of sit here and watch him, and then he knocks back out. Oh, fingers crossed. I think it's only been like 30 minutes. On the boob, but it's been 2 hours and 40 minutes since he had his bottle, and so we're gonna give him a bottle and see if he's hungry. Are you gonna go to sleep? Huh? You fussy little boy.
Look different, starting to look more like you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look all happy now.
He's like, I'm the kangaroo. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you in a good mood?
Yeah, is that what it took? Okay. You gonna go to bed? Huh? You gonna take your nap that you skipped? You missed the nap, you know that, right? More milk? Oh dear.
Okay, it is 11:30 and I'm giving gripe water because we did have some peace and quiet. He fell asleep in the wrap. Oh, come on, Jacob. I literally like ate with him in the wrap. And he was like dead asleep. I was like, okay, so we were done eating. We're about to go like lay down, relax ourselves, and I went to go put him down. He went down limp, literally, like his arm was like no more reflex or anything, and not even maybe 30 seconds later, he's screaming, crying like he's wide awake and hasn't been asleep for the last like 45 minutes in the wrap.
Privacy is fully intact without creating headwinds.
This is my legacy. Leaving things better than when I found them.
What? The tumor in my head. Brain tumor. God damn it. On fucking timing, I didn't do anything.
Okay, y'all, it is the next day from last night when we were filming the overnight with a colicky baby, and I didn't really get a chance to keep filming just because honestly, like, once it got to a point, it was just like we had to focus on getting him into a good state. So I think it was around where did we leave off? We were in the bedroom watching the TV. It started to get a little bit later and he was getting a little bit more fussy. He ate another big meal towards the end of that, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can get him to sleep after this. He burped, we changed his diaper, it was good. So it was close to 1 o'clock, which seems to be his hour. I don't know why. It starts from like 7 till 1 a.m. is when the horrible witching colic hour is. And so at one, like close to 1, we were rocking. I put him down like I'd been trying to do multiple times before that. And he made his little unsettled noises, and then me and my husband laid down in the bed and everybody slept, and it was amazing. So that's kind of how the night went. He has just recently, for the past like few nights, been sleeping like going for between 4 hours between feeds. So that's been like helpful. We've been getting like 3.5 hours of sleep between each feed, and so that's kind of what he did last night. And then we woke up officially at 9 a.m. and we played a little bit, and you know, got him ready for a nap again, and he's been sleeping for the last hour and a half. So I'm gonna wake him up if he doesn't wake up on his own at the 2-hour mark, because I just don't want him like getting too much sleep during the day, and we can keep those like long sleeps at night. But that's how our night went. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have a colicky baby, if you have any advice or just what your experience is, I would love to hear from you guys. And thanks for watching. Bye.